What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Shaka Daniel here, aka Chase That Coin, and we are here for the second time. My system froze earlier, and yeah, I'm gonna give it a few minutes to get some viewers going. All right, so earlier, like I said, my system froze. I don't know what that was about, but it's kind of freaky. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a couple minutes, and let's get some viewers going. Today we're gonna discuss, well, we're gonna view the charts. If you guys aren't familiar with my channel, that is one of the things that I like to do. I like to dig into the charts a little bit, give you guys some of my opinions and biases in certain cryptocurrency markets, the popular ones. Well, not popular is the wrong word, but the ones that are trending at the moment. Of course, Bitcoin is the king of the kings right now. Okay, so if you can tweet this out, hopefully my system doesn't pull another crash and help me get an audience going here. Shout out to all my new subscribers and the people that were sending me emails and all that stuff while I was gone. I was on a hiatus. This is my second video back from my hiatus. All right. All that stuff. So Carlos, how you doing from Venezuela? D-Rez says chase that stream. Okay, I'm not going to hold it up anymore. If you can tweet this out, share it on Facebook or whatever it is that you guys are most into, then let's get into it. All right, let me get into a screen share with you guys. Okay. First off, we're going to do a audio check. Can you guys hear me clearly? Okay, audio is good. Okay, guys, so here we are on tradingview.com. This is a very good site because you can look at multiple markets. All right, you can look at Bitcoin, you can look at the stock market, you can look at Forex, CFD, commodities, you can look at a bunch of different things. All right, right now we are going to start with everyone's favorite. Well, probably not everyone, but my favorite, Bitcoin USD. And we are going to check out the we're gonna use Bitcoin USD, and we're gonna be on Coinbase. All right, guys. So I know there's a lot of FUD, and FUD can be used in multiple ways. All right, FUD. There can be FUD on facts. All right, a statement, some news, or anything can come out, and it can be based on facts, or it can be an actual fact, but that doesn't mean that it can't create some FUD behind it. All right, so Bitcoin going through this hard fork right now. Well, possible hard fork is creating some FUD. Excuse me for being cheap and not paying for this, but this formation right here, guys, this candlestick formation is called the three black crows. All right, the three black crows in the technical analysis is usually not a good sign. All right. Earlier in my stream before it crashed, I went to my Twitter page, and 4 days ago, I stated that not to panic. We might get a chance to get some cheap Bitcoin. All right. And I'm thinking, as far as right now, the price could easily touch this support level, which is 889. All right. The price can, tomorrow we could wake up and Bitcoin can be 889, or even tonight. All right. But the lowest that I see Bitcoin going is around 784. And that's pre-hard fork. That's if this FUD keeps going on. And it's kind of confusing to me, because I would think, okay, even if you're not into Bitcoin Unlimited, right? Wouldn't you probably want to gather more Bitcoin now so you can get both tokens? Even if you're not into Bitcoin, or if you are into Bitcoin and you're not into Bitcoin Unlimited, I would think that you would want to get more Bitcoin. I would think that the price of Bitcoin would probably be pushing up, you know, just off of the fact that if Bitcoin does hard fork, you're going to double your holdings. Yes, it's going to be a different coin. Some saying it's an altcoin, some saying it's the actual Bitcoin. That's a whole nother discussion. But you would think that you would want to get more Bitcoin right now so you can double your holdings. And if you guys weren't around when Ethereum hard forked, the hard fork coin is going to start off at the same price as Bitcoin. It's going to be a parity, and then one will sell off. All right. Or they both could sell off, but most likely one will sell off and one will maintain most of its value. All right. So when Ethereum hard forked and there was two Ethereums, they started at a parity, and then Ethereum Classic sold off all the way down to 60 cents, I think. 60 cents if I'm recalling. All right. But in my opinion, the people that sold off their Ethereum Classic because they were fans of Ether, that was a very bad move, in my opinion. So if Bitcoin was to fork tomorrow, I personally would hold on to my Bitcoin Limited. All right, because it's a security, it's a hedge against whatever it is that's going to happen to Bitcoin. All right, because if Bitcoin Unlimited gets a lot of the mining power usually equates or equals price. If Bitcoin Unlimited gets a lot of the mining power, mind you, I'm not super technical. I am no coder. All right. But I am very good at breaking down charts and technical analysis and price action. But I know for sure that hash rate usually equates into price. So if Bitcoin Unlimited gets a lot of the hash power, it is very likely that the price of Bitcoin drops off a lot. All right. To what price? I couldn't exactly tell you that, but I could tell you that there are multiple support levels on the way down. All right. So it could be sticky. Or, this is Bitcoin. Bitcoin and altcoins move like unlike any other market in the world. This thing could blast through all of these support levels, or it could blast upward and blast through all of the resistance levels. Cryptocurrency is that powerful of a market. I say that manipulatable of a market. All right. So I don't really want to go too deep into the whole Bitcoin forking and adding on to the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But it is something that's real, and those are my opinions on it. I personally, I'm not buying right now, but I am looking from my technical analysis. Um, I am looking for a very specific price action read at a specific point to determine whether it is I'm going to buy in or not. And hopefully the price, the coin doesn't hard fork before then. All right, so that's Bitcoin. The next one I want to get into is Ethereum. All right. And for altcoins, I personally like to use the Poloniex chart because Poloniex has most of the volume for altcoins. Let me get this up out of the way. All right, Ethereum has a lot of different things going on for itself. Supposedly a up and coming Alpha Bay ad. They're supposedly supposed to add some features of Zcash, which is the Z snark encryption method. I personally, like, I was just thinking to myself, if Ethereum adds zero proof, zero knowledge proof, or whatever it's called, the Z snarks method, right? Zero knowledge proof? Yeah, I think that's what it is. If they add that, what is Zcash going to be used for? Why would there even be a need for Zcash? I don't really know why. If Ethereum can do what Zcash can do, I'm not familiar with their agreement 100%. Whether it's they're gonna only implement it, the Z snark method in a limited fashion, but if they implement the same thing that Zcash can do, right? What is going to be the point of having a Zcash? Because they can do what Zcash can do plus more. So I really want to dig a little further into that. All right, but Ethereum is a no buy. When the market is moving like this, guys, let me give you a bit of, let me drop a little knowledge on you guys for free. You want to get into the markets that are moving like this. All right. Under a 45, give or take. You don't want to really get into markets that are shooting upward almost in a 90-degree angle. Basically a 90-degree angle. This is very dangerous. Yes, you can get in. Yes, you can get in places like here and pot and make some money. But the likelihood of it turning around and smashing you in the face is very high. All right. And the next altcoin that I'm going to get into, which is ShadowCash, did exactly that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people lost their shirts with the whole buying into ShadowCash's FOMO. Now, I personally do think that ShadowCash is a very impressive project. If you look a little bit deeper into it, I got 2 emails from some of my fans. If you would like to, not my fans, well, some people from the Chase That Coin community, because that's exactly what this is. But if you guys would like to email me, please do so. chasethatcoin@gmail.com. But I got 2 emails back to back telling me to look into ShadowCash. It was about $1.10 or 25 or something like that when I got those. And I did look into those, and I was impressed. I took a position, and we all know the rest. But Okay, let me not get into too far into ShadowCash. But right now, Ethereum is probably, I mean, from price action, it's showing that it's really ready to sell off. From technical analysis, I mean, is looking from both actually. From my technical analysis of the price action, is looking like it's getting ready to sell off. But from the Alphabet news and the POS proof of stake coming up and them implementing the Z Snarks method, it can easily go up. It can easily continue to go up. All right. So that's one thing about cryptocurrency. Yes, it does respect price action, but there are little things that can push it, continue pushing it through the price action. All right. So that's Ethereum. Let us look at ShadowCash. SDC is the ticker. Bam, look at this. Exactly what I was telling you guys. This is why you do not buy into markets that are shooting up in a 90-degree fashion, because people that bought, let me get my tools out. People that bought in here, all right, people that bought in here in this candle, people that bought in this candle got smashed in the face. They lost their shirts. They probably lost a lot of Bitcoin, depending on how much Bitcoin you trade at a time in these altcoins. If you want to make, if you really want to make money, you're trading multiple Bitcoin at a time. So if you didn't have any stop losses set, if you don't know how to set stop losses, a lot of people in the Bitcoin and altcoin world, they aren't using stop losses. All right. They don't even know anything about stop losses. They hear about a coin going up. They see it going up. They jump in. All right. They jump in. They see it going up. They're happy. They're happy. They go to sleep. They wake up. It smashes them in the face and they lose a lot of money. All right. Not to say that ShadowCash isn't a good project, because I am impressed with the things that ShadowCash is trying to build around the ring signature model. They aren't just trying to just take ring signatures, and they're building something else around it. You do your own due diligence and look into it if you are interested. All right. But once ShadowCash was $5, a couple of my students, I stay in contact with my students. If you ever take my course, I stay in contact with them. They still Skype me. They talk about coins that they're interested in. I reveal some of my positions that I'm taking to them. And I told one of them, I said, yo, you should jump into ShadowCash. And he was like, it's high, right now, da da da. At that point, it was only like $1.97 or something like that. And then it shot up to like $5. Right. And then I told him, I was like, see, you should have jumped into ShadowCash. Now, if it was all the way up at $5, I would have never told him to jump in, because that's suicide. That's asking to lose your money. That's asking to lose your shirt. All right. So, and I know a lot of people jumped in on this doji. I know a lot of people jumped in on this big green candle, and I know a lot of people jumped in on this doji and got smashed. All right. But the good thing about this smashing, is that it is approaching a level of support and can very well bounce. All right. And if I'm not mistaken, yep, oh no, this wasn't an all-time high for Shadow, but it made a pretty good high. All right, another one I want to look at is the almighty Dash. There's a lot of talk about Dash. There's a lot of hatred for Dash. I personally do not hate Dash. All right, I do not hate Dash. I think that if you didn't watch my last video, I gave the and I gave an example of something that Robert Kiyosaki says as far as McDonald's and selling burgers. McDonald's doesn't try to make the best burger. They focus on marketing and selling their average burger. They don't want to make the best burger because if they could, if they wanted to, they would. But they don't care about making the best burgers. They want to sell you those little cheeseburgers all day. All right. So the reason I brought that up is because Dash doesn't have the best privacy model. They don't. They weren't released. The coin wasn't launched in the best fashion. So a lot of people think that a lot of the master nodes are held by insiders of Dash. That might be true. It might not be. I don't know. So Dash doesn't have a lot of the best things, but they have built a strong following, and their marketing is great. All right. The only people that market, well, I was gonna say Ethereum markets better than them, but I can't even really say that. Maybe, I don't know. I think Ethereum just has a more cult-like following than Dash. But I think Dash is everywhere, man. Amanda B. Johnson is on a lot of different people's YouTube channels. They're everywhere. And they have a pretty girl marketing pitching their project. So that always helps. All right. So once again, guys, these big green candles. All right. The same thing on the downward side that I was showing you with Bitcoin when I was talking about the 3 black crows. There is something on the bullish side called the 3 white knights. All right. It's similar. It's the same exact thing, but it's bullish. It's 3 consecutive sizable bull candles. All right. And depending on the size, you don't want to buy into these 3 white horseman patterns. Not to say that you don't want to buy into, but it all depends on the volume and the size of the candle. All right. Because you can get 3 white horsemen, and that could be a sign to buy as long as the candles aren't humongous, and as long as the angle of the candles is something like this. All right. You don't want to buy when you see the market going straight up. I know we all want to make money. We all want to make Bitcoins. We all want to turn our 1 Bitcoin into 3 Bitcoins. We all want that. But you're increasing the chances of you, instead of turning your 1 Bitcoin into 3 Bitcoin, you may very well turn your 1 Bitcoin into 0.30. All right. So that is that. Let's do Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic. I like Ethereum Classic just as much as I like Ethereum. I think Ethereum is, I was going to say implementing things faster, but even though Ethereum Classic is the original Ethereum, they kind of have like a fresh start since the hard fork date, so I can't really say that they're not implementing things fast enough. All right, because it took Ethereum a while to launch. It took them a while to even have anything on the on their platform. All right, so I'm excited to see what Ethereum Classic comes out with. All right, as far as a comparison between Ethereum Classic and ETH definitely is in the lead. I think that it's a smart move that Ethereum Classic is going to stay proof of work. I think that is a very smart move. But Ethereum has a lot of the developers. That's where they want to build. Right? That's where they want to build. They have the higher hash power. They are implementing things like Z Snarks once again, and yeah, they're in the lead. Let's just say that. All right, let me think about another one that I want to do really quickly. The altcoin market is crazy, guys, right now. Just 2 days ago, I was saying you could just close your eyes and just drop your Bitcoins in somewhere and make some profits. It's still like that, but right now you may drop your oh, Steem. We gotta do Steem because Steem is I don't even understand Steem. I promise you, I don't understand Steem. They're losing one of their founders, or should I say lost one of their founders already, right? And the price shot through the roof. The whole busy.org situation, I haven't heard anything about that since the last talks of it. Steem was up 200% today. Insane. 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 Trying to think of some other coins that I want to look at. Some other interesting charts. Litecoin is still struggling with SegWit. I don't understand why people hate SegWit so much, really. And while we're on the topic of SegWit, every coin has governance. Every coin. Now, all coins don't have governance within the platform itself, but every coin has governance. It's through mining. All right. Just like Dash has governance through its master nodes, every coin has governance through its mining. Well, every proof of work coin, should I say. All right. Because if the miners don't agree and choose to mine the changes don't get implemented. All right. Just like if you don't have a master node within Dash, you don't get to make any votes. Doesn't matter what you want because you don't have a master node. All right. I just had to say that because yeah. How long has this been going? You guys got any you guys got any questions? I feel brand new to this, guys. I haven't made one of these videos in a while. I got to get warmed back up to it. But yeah, look at Steem. Steem is what happened this day? Today, because this is still today's candle. These candles close at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, technically this is today's candle now, but whatever. What happened on this day? I do not know. I have to dig deeper because Steem was selling off ridiculously. three white horsemen. All right. And the thing about these long wicks, the market likes to fill out long wicks and retest them. If you get a long wick like this, the market likes to continue to go back up and see how strong this resistance area is. The same thing for a downward long wick. The market usually likes to fill these out and then possibly go back in its intended direction. So if Steem continues to go up, I wouldn't even be surprised to fill out this long, crazy 200% wick. I do not know what happened. I don't know. Let's look at the comment box.
I've just been at this
Whoa, what was that? Let us look at the comment box. What's up, guys? Talk to me. I haven't seen you guys in a while, man. I don't want to drag this one out. Any questions? All right. Yellow Fever says, if ETH is not meant to be money, then why do they need to have private transactions? That's a good question. I mean, I guess just for the sake of fungibility, just to make all ETH equal, whether it's been used in some shady practices or not. If it has private transactions, then all ETH would be equal. So just for the sake of that, I think privacy is going to be built into, I mean, it should be built into every coin. Soon we're not even going to be talking about this. Possibly. Soon every coin, that'll just be a standard of cryptocurrency. James Bond said, how is ETH going to be used as gas for dApps at $35? No one will use dApps. That's another interesting one. You would have to ask Vitalik that. And I've also heard Charles Hoskinson say that ETH is a very expensive and inefficient computer. So you're not the only one that thinks that. James Bond also said, I think ETH is just a cover for fiat used as crypto. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really get into that. Any questions, guys? If not, I may wrap this one up. I don't want to drag this out. Like I said, please email me any questions, any good stuff at chasethatcoin@gmail.com. I still do have my cryptocurrency trading course. If you are interested in that, please email me, chasethatcoin@gmail.com. I'm trying to set up a video with my youngest student, which is 17. All right. And I spoke to him the other day via Skype. And he already made 3 times his investment into the program. So I am very, very pleased with that. Very pleased with that. Because 1, because he's so young. 2, because he invested in himself. He thought of himself as worth the investment. So, and he did that, and he's up 3 times his money already. So, and Follow me on Twitter. I posted some of our conversation. I posted a snapshot of some of our conversation. What am I holding right now? I will not tell you that because I don't want to have other people holding a coin just because I'm holding it. So that's why I don't believe in telling people stuff like that. Is Strat on Poloniex? No. If the thing about this site is no. Excuse me. The thing about this site is that Stratis is on Poloniex. Oh yeah, I forgot they did get the Polo app. If the coin isn't on Poloniex, they do not carry any coins that are only on Bittrex. Don't ask me why. I have no clue why. All right. Strat doesn't have that much info on the daily. So let's go down to the 4 hour. Strat is an interesting one. Strat is like a dark horse. I was just talking to one of my very technical friends, and he was telling me a lot of the possibilities that Stratis could do. So Stratis is a very interesting one. And I also Tizen, Leon Fu, and myself, we also we did a interview with the lead developer of the founder of the Stratis platform. I cannot remember his name right now. That was last year, but we did that. That was a really good one. That was a very interesting interview. So go check that out on Tizen's channel. Pascal to rebound and break all-time highs in the next few months. I couldn't tell you that. I really couldn't tell you that. I wasn't personally impressed with Pascal coin on launch. I did not take a position in Pascal coin. I do not have any Pascal. I personally was not one that was impressed with it. Yanni said, "What the F is ZYD?" I was gonna say the same thing. I have no clue what ZYD is. I just didn't want to be the one to say it. I don't know what ZYD is. And I don't look at anything on YoBit. I don't know. Tizen and Leon Fool are the ones pumping anonymous coins. I'm gonna have to disagree with that, because one, and I personally like the fact that, because I do watch their videos. I text Tizen, and I talk to him on the phone as well. I like the way that they went about the videos, solely because they did not reveal their sponsor. They're doing privacy coins and they kept the sponsor anonymous. Now, if they would have came out and said the sponsor, I don't know if they're going to say the sponsor at the end of the video, but at least they didn't do it in the beginning, because that would have automatically caused people to rush into that coin just because they sponsored them. All right. They gave you a wide range of anonymous coins. You don't know which ones they have. You don't know which ones they believe in. You don't know which one is sponsoring them. All right. So that's like me saying, I'm pumping all the coins that I just reviewed. You don't know if I have any of those coins. I'm just talking about it. I'm actually doing a service. So I'm gonna have to disagree with you there on that one. Rep. Rep's chart is kind of dry, Yanni. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Rep's chart is kind of dry. Let's look at the daily. I like to look at the daily. Some of these charts you're forced to look at the 4 hour because the chart the coin is relatively new. You can't back test too far. Yeah, man, reps chart is kind of dry. All right, it hit the resistance level spot on and pulled back under it. All right, so this resistance level for rep is very strong. All right, so reps chart is kind of dry. And rep, I'm not impressed with rep either. The presidential election, right? And another big event. What else was the other big event? Another big event. But multiple big events passed. And where's rep? Rep is supposed to be leading. Rep is supposed to be huge as far as the prediction market. Why? What is rep doing? Why not? Carlos asks, why not on Yobit? And he only has 6 months in crypto. The reason that I don't look at Yobit, one, is because once upon a time they had some shady practices with selling IOU tokens. A lot of accusations of fake price action on these IOU tokens, and this besides that, the volume on Yobit is very low, very low. They also disclose they own the coins. I don't recall them disclosing that they own all of those coins. But I mean, you're entitled to feel how you feel. And I'm not saying that you're wrong for that. I'm just telling you the reason that I don't necessarily agree with the fact that they're pumping the coins. This is all up to you guys. If I'm talking about a coin, if I magically up and say, "Oh, I'm not into Bitcoin no more. I'm 100%. I'm 100% Pepe Cash." That's up to you if you sell all your Bitcoins and jump into Pepe Cash because Shaka Dan, you chase that coin, said it. That's totally up to you. XMR, yeah, let's look at XMR. Forgot about Monero. I'm kicking myself for Monero. Really kicking myself. Oh, that's some training that I was doing with my students. Okay. Give you a little sneak peek into that. This is some training I was doing with my students. But whatever. Let's not go too far into that. That's in the paid content section. But yeah, Monero, once again, straight up bull run. The buy pressure for Monero is dying down though. For me, looking at the candlestick patterns, the buying pressure is ultimately dying down. All right. Now, what I could do is extend this upward trend line, and the price may come downward and hit this trend line. All right, hit this trend line. Then it may push back up. And then ultimately, possibly, what's wrong with my mouse? What the hell? And then ultimately sell off. If it breaks this upward trend line, it may very well sell off. All right. XMR is kind of in a tough spot, especially with Delorio from Jax. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but Delorio from Jax stating his frustration with trying to deal with some things that they had issues with the XMR team. So not getting a Jax ad, other privacy coins implementing ring signatures with some other interesting ideas. They do have the Alpha Bay ad, so they do have that going for themselves, right? But XMR is in a little. I'm not gonna say a sticky. I'm not gonna say in trouble, because. But I do think XMR needs to get a Jax ad at the least, and possibly add another feature to their coin. But I am kicking myself so bad because I was really interested in Monero when it was under $1. I think it was like 50 cents, and I was telling my friends about it. And then, I don't know, I just got caught up in so much other just trading forex, and then other cryptocurrencies and ICOs, and then the Dow. It was just a lot. But I am kicking myself for not getting Monero when it was really low. I am not looking at Pepe Cash. I am surprised Pepe Cash is in the top 100 cryptocurrencies. I am shocked. I am 100% shocked. Carlos says he's lost a lot of money. He's lost a lot of money in Yobit. I can't tell you to change because you lost money. If you're trading, then you possibly need to learn how to trade a little bit better, or you need a better system. So I can't 100% blame you losing money on Yobit. It's possibly you probably need to learn a better system of trading, or you possibly need to have a better selection in the coins you choose to trade. So it could be multiple things. But email me at chasethatcoin@gmail. Carlos. Yeah. Yellow fever. I am kicking myself every day for not getting in the XMR. Every day I kick myself. Every day. That would have been epic. Epic. I kind of feel like logging into my Polonius account and seeing what was the lowest I bought it. Not Polonius, excuse me. I'm in New York. So my Bittrex account and seeing what was the lowest price I bought it at. But I don't want to look at it because that's just going to make me even more pissed off to see how low I bought it. Because I did buy it. I did buy a little bit, but I didn't buy a lot like I was intending to. I was intending to buy a lot of Monero. I liked the name. Two, I liked the ring signature model that they were going to use. I am not looking at Dogecoin. I'm not looking at Dogecoin. PPC. What is PPC? I don't know what PPC is. I'm not looking at it in any of these really weird small coins, guys. PPC. What's PPC? Let's just see what that ticker is. Oh, Peercoin. Whoa, Peercoin is in for an epic drop. Let's look at the possibility. And this is another reason I like this site, guys, because you could do things like this. Possible drop. If it drops to where it may drop to, you're looking at a 50% loss. 51, almost 52. So, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Yeah, I know what it is. I just didn't know what the ticker PPC was. I know what Peercoin is. But yeah. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I don't want to drag this one out too long. I thank you all for joining me. If you have any questions, or if you would like to take my one-on-one cryptocurrency trading course, please email me, chasethatcoin@gmail.com. I'm going to leave a list of my cryptocurrency donation addresses in there if you feel like my content is worth it. If not, I just appreciate you being here. What else do I want to talk about? What else do I want to talk about? Who knows? I might make another video tonight, but not live. But I might put up another video tonight. Who knows? Please like and subscribe. If you don't like the video, at least subscribe. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get up there in a couple thousands. You know, I need 5,000. I need 5,000 followers or more. Who knows? Let's get it. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep chasing that coin.